Most Valuable American Rare Stamps 1870. The 1873 cent stamp depicts the face of George Washington, one of the most honored characters in American history. So much so that a monument was erected in his honor in the nation's capital. This piece is part of a series of new stamps printed larger in size, because until then, the public criticized the size of the piece as being too small. A trivia about George Washington was that in addition to having been the first president of the United States, he was also one of the first people to wear a removable prosthesis. From a very young age he suffered from periodontal disease, which led to the loss of almost all of his teeth. His trusted dentist specially created a dental prosthesis for him, made with elephant ivory teeth and hippopotamus, set in gold over his face. The inscription Post of the United States. Down. The nominal value of the piece. 3 cents of the US dollar. Stamp issued March 1, 1870. It was printed in 1 million copies. Of green color. Today it's worth $395. The 1876 cent stamp depicts the face of Abraham Lincoln. Before becoming president, he did various jobs, including him working in a country shop. He was assistant county surveyor and served as postmaster of New Salem, Illinois. A trivia about Lincoln: he was the first president to use the telegraph, and also the first to have a beard. Above picture. The inscription Post of the United States. Down. The nominal value of the piece reported both in number and in writing. 6 cents of the US dollar. Stamp issued on March 28, 1870. 25,837,000 copies were printed. Carmine in color. Today it's worth $990. The 24-cent stamp of 1870 depicts the bust of Winfield Scott, 19th century U.S. general, who served 53 years in the Army, played a key role in ending the Civil War with the Anaconda Plan. Thanks to his skillful strategies, blockaded ports and control of the Mississippi River. This objective led to the freezing of commercial and military exchanges with the countries of the South, who were against the Union. Above picture, you will see the writing United States Post Office. On the side, the nominal value reported as a number. 24 cents of the US dollar. Stamp issued on November 18, 1870. It was printed in 1,144,000 copies. Of purple color. Today it is worth up to $1,100. The 1-cent stamp of 1870 depicts the bust of Benjamin Franklin, as well as having been a very popular inventor and scientist. Helped create one of the first universities in the world, the University of Pennsylvania. In 1749, he developed the first public library, organized and created the first fire company, and an insurance company. Above, his bust facing left. The classic writing of the United States Post Office. Down. The nominal value of the piece. 1 cent of the US dollar. Stamp printed on April 1, 1870. 23 million copies were distributed. Bluish in color. Today it is worth $2,290 on the philately market. The 2-cent stamp of 1870 depicts the bust of Andrew Jackson, politician and 7th President of the United States of America. He held the role for 8 years, from 1829 to 1837. Remembered for being the first member president of the Democratic Party. It helped democratize the political system and make it accessible to almost everyone. Previously reserved only for a small circle of landowners and intellectuals. Before coming to power, he had a military career, where he defeated as commander the Indians, becoming a military hero. Over his face, the inscription Post of the United States. Down. The nominal value of the piece reported both in number and letters. 2 cents of the US dollar. Postage stamp issued in April 1870. 40 million copies were printed. Brown-red color. Today it is worth $1,200. The 90-cent stamp of 1870 depicts the bust of Oliver Hazard Perry, naval commander of the United States of America in the 19th century. He was a direct descendant of William Wallace, very famous leader of the Scottish War of Independence. Oliver's. He had a career in the Navy from a very young age. During his work, he achieved many successes in the military field, accumulating more and more victories of naval conflicts. Became one of the most feared men at sea. Died at 34. Due to yellow fever. Above her bust, you will see the writing United States Post Office. Down. The nominal value of the piece. 90 cents of the US dollar. Stamp issued on 1st of September 1870. It was printed in 160,000 copies. It has a carmine color, and is worth up to $2,750. The 1870 12-cent stamp depict the bust of Henry Clay, founder of the Whig Party, that together with the Democratic Party, it was one of the main and most important political movements of the 19th century. Was a United States senator, endowed with strong diplomatic skills, helped to modernize the country's economy. With the introduction of tariffs to protect industries, the creation of a national bank, promoted the intervention of the federal government for the construction of a transport network throughout the Federation, with the construction of canals, railways, and bring. Above her bust, you will see the writing United States Post Office. Down. The nominal value of the piece reported in number and letters. 12 cents of the US dollar. Postage stamp issued in April 1870. It was printed in 479,000 copies. It has a dull purple color, and today it is worth up to $3,250 in the philatelic market.